Hello and welcome to my presentation. Today I'm pitching for approval on a project I'd like to commence within my current role, and the project is called Dulux Powder's Tech Skills Event 2018. This is an overview of a project scoping presentation. I'm also going to provide a copy of this presentation so you can review in detail in your own time. I'm hopefully going to stick to around a 5 to 10 minute time slot for this presentation, and at the end I'll be happy to take any questions or answer concerns and be open to feedback. So an introduction into my project, it's called Tech Skills Event 2018. Now the scope of this project is to deliver a platform for technical skill development of our sales teams across Australia, New Zealand and Southeast Asia. Now, the idea is that for 2 days we bring our full sales teams together and we work on their technical capability by upskilling them. At the moment, our sales teams service powder coating businesses, which typically are factory applied businesses, and there's a lack of technical expertise in this business environment for several reasons I go through into detail here. And we'd like to upskill our sales team so that they can provide a greater level of technical support to the customer, and in turn that can equate back to revenue growth to the business. The need for this project is driven by our customers themselves, and our customers do require quite a high level of technical proficiency from their account managers to make sure they can run a successful day-to-day powder coating business. Now, some of these businesses have very poor training, they have high staff turnover, and there's a rapid change of equipment within this industry that happens quite often, so it's very hard for the powder coaters themselves to stay up to date technically on how to use that equipment and how to maintain a successful paint line. So the idea of Tech Skills is to enable our sales teams to support our customers in their technical understanding so they can be more profitable in their powder coating businesses, and in turn we can increase our revenue from helping their business grow. I am the project sponsor, and the project team will consist of 6 people, 4 senior management stakeholders, and that's from marketing, from New Zealand, from Southeast Asia and myself, and we're also going to include 2 key account managers who will attend the training. So a little bit about the project timing of the event. The project timing of Tech Skills will run for 2 days, so it'll be the 14th and the 15th of March next year. It'll be based in New Zealand. However, upon approval of this project, the project life cycle will run from August through to March, and a great deal of that will be planning time to ensure that the event can be executed successfully. I'm using a Gantt chart here to track some of the actions. This is in build stage, but just to give you an idea of how we're looking at breaking down the activities and how those activities will be responsible to whom, and also which month they'll be executed in. So the core objectives of this project, what are they? Well, it's to increase technical sales skills across our sales team. It is to increase capability to troubleshoot customer problems, and it's to increase profitable revenue by 750,000 gross sales within year 1. So they are the core objectives. The business case, there is a requirement for sales skill training and development, regardless of industry that your sales team are in. And studies have shown that the more you invest in your sales team and you help them with training and development and their ability to engage the customer at a greater level, particularly in a technical environment, then the greater performance from that sales team, the greater engagement from the sales team, but also the more revenue growth you'll be able to extract from your customer base. In our case, we have an opposition company, and they have a dedicated technical manager who is at a very high level, and that person travels around the country and they actually upskill the development of the powder coaters themselves. Now, we don't have that role in our business, and I think there's a flaw in their structure, and that flaw is that they rely on one person to be the technical guru, if you like, and that one person then helps out the rest of their account managers and their sales team. What I'm proposing through the Tech Skills workshop is that we raise the standard and the skill level of all our sales team so that we can have 25 gurus. Now there's project costs and financial impact benefits here as part of my business case. I've drilled down into the cost breakdown here, and I've made some assumptions into the return or the financial impact of this project. The big numbers are that for less than $24,000 cost, we can execute this project, and it's estimated in year 1 we'll have a return of $750,000. Consecutively, year 2 we'll have another $750,000. Business case continued here. These are the resources that are required, who needs to be involved, what items we need involved, how long they need to be involved for. We're also looking at measuring success. One of the issues with training programs, it's very hard to capture the success or the return of that program. So we're looking at measuring success by item, by measure, and a clear success or fail area. So we're going to be looking at self-evaluations, we're looking at demonstration of new knowledge, feedback from the group, customer development, customer feedback, and also our sales revenue growth. Project phases and timeline. As a snapshot here, we're looking at a predictive method of life cycle on the project. We're looking at the 5 phases: initiation, planning, executing, monitoring, and closing. We're looking at a date range for each of those phases, and we also have key actions that break down into each one. We've done some risk analysis and controls here, and what we've looked at is the probability of occurrence, the impact of the risk, and then some controls to eliminate those risks. So as an example here, we have a low impact of risk and low probability is that sales staff, they won't buy into the content. You know, they won't believe in what the tech skills is all about. Now that is a risk, so what we're doing over here as a control is to ensure that the key sales staff are actually involved in the planning stage of the project, so they have some ownership. We've done a stakeholder analysis also. This is a power interest grid. We've listed who the key stakeholders are, the ones we need to manage closely, keep satisfied, monitor and keep informed, and there's further stakeholder activities over there. So project outcomes and deliverables. Well, what are they? So customer engagement. By increasing the capability to help our customers with these technical issues, we will engage our customers and develop a stronger business partnership, which will enable us to maximise more value. Greater sales performance and value. Revenue growth. Direct revenue growth is related to identifying pain points in customers' businesses. What we're doing through Tech Skills is enabling our sales team to identify those pain points and solve those problems. And a greater team cohesiveness across all our regions of Australia, New Zealand and Southeast Asia, so our team can be stronger, work together in a more global sense. The next steps are to meet with the stakeholders, capture requirements, seek input and buy-in, meet with our project team, present the overview, seek the input and buy-in, collaborate on the core objectives, issues, opportunities and concerns. We need to look at creating a project charter, define the project scope statement. We will be creating a work breakdown structure, and we need to gain scope verification from all stakeholders to ensure that we know what's included and what's excluded from this plan. So in conclusion, the need for a higher level of technical engagement at our customers' sites has increased over the last several years, partly due to the lack of formalised training, high staff turnover and the rapid development of new and different powder coating equipment. These issues need to be addressed to protect and secure our future business with our powder coaters and to continue to differentiate ourselves compared to our opposition. The Tech Skills project delivers measurable improvement in the skill level of our sales staff to effectively support our customers' needs, but it will also deliver significant increases in revenue and strengthen our customer interactions. The event will become a platform and an enabler for development of our sales teams and can be replicated over and over to deliver other requirements to help deliver overall business objectives. i.e. Tech Skills 2 could be targeted at global manufacturing trends, and the future possibilities of Tech Skills can expand to include customer training programs, further extending our value package across our customer base. This project is essential for progressive service improvements at customers' businesses, which will increase the customer's lifetime value to our organisation. Upon approval of the project, our next initial step slide you saw previously will commence immediately, with the target dates for delivery of the program the 14th and the 15th of March 2018. And as a key stakeholder of this project, you will be included throughout the project lifecycle. So I'd like to thank you for your time. Thanks for listening. And if there's any questions or feedback, can we please go through that now?